Welcome back. It is day 235 of our road to 2200. We're at 2026, and we found somebody who is 2023. And we have a French defense on the board. We're just going to play pretty solidly. We play the Tirage here. I haven't actually played against this in a little while, I don't think. Okay, so there's an attack on the pawn. I know we can kind of transpose into some stuff like this. Maybe play f4. I don't know if I want to play that kind of system right now, to be honest. I can just develop my bishop, and if takes, I can just capture. And they can't take the pawn because there's check. So I'm just going to play it in this sense. You know, I've played positions with like e5 and all that good stuff. But yeah. Now, I mean, probably just take. But they're going to create an isolated pawn. And if I go here, they're going to push. And then they can capture here. So I might actually have to play e5. E5. And then just play like c3 or something. They can, of course, play that move, but they choose not to. So I think we're just going to go c3. If they go here, I can slide the bishop back. Let's just solidify our center. And yeah, it looks like they're trying to castle this way. I really want to play f4. But actually, wait, if I go here and they castle, don't we just have a Greek gift? Takes, king takes. No, there's no check. But I can maybe play just like h4. If they castle, we just play h4 maybe. There's no takes. They're trying to put a little bit of pressure on the center of the board here. Taking's not an option because I just capture back and we're fine. I could castle, but I don't want to play like that. To be completely honest. I could also play b3, so that takes. There's never any knight jumping in attacking my... Oh, that doesn't work. What if I just play here then? I just don't want the knight to go here after taking. Let's just play a slow move, a3. Okay, now they castle, so I am going to go for this move. And they take. Can I give a check? King takes, check. I think I can already sacrifice because check, king here. If knight here, check, and they take, I take with discovered, check, and my queen's coming in. So I'm quite sure I just take, check, and if this, then I guess just queen g4 has got to be good. I mean, there's just, you know, bishop takes h7 without even thinking about it. And if they just play here, I'm just going to jump the knight in. Check. You have to come forward. Here. Maybe I go check. King here. The problem is after takes, there's always this issue opening up the rook. If they go back, they're getting mated with queen h5, so they have to come forward. King cannot run this way either because there's a pawn here, but the knight protects it pretty well. Oh, what? They're just going to do this? But no, that's so incorrect because the queen's just coming in. Yeah, they're just getting mated. They go here as checkmate. Like they're not going to survive that. If they go back here, like, what are you doing? There's just no way. Or is there? They go forward? No, this is just checkmate, right? They're coming forward. They go here, I just like give a check. If you go here, I just move the knight. Like, like there's absolutely no way. Check king here. Check king here, check. so that they don't run. That would just be checkmate. So you can't take because of check. Oh, okay. GG. Very interesting. Quick win there. We played with a 95% accuracy. Opponent played with a 63. They kind of just got brutalized there. Yeah, e5 was forced, and then we just protect the center. Apparently, we should just bring out the queen immediately. Then they have to create weakness. What happens if they castle, though? Then we just develop, apparently. I guess the center's locked. Like, they gotta start shutting everything down. But okay, we go for this, and then I kind of baited them into castling. Like, that's why I played a3. I also played a3 because I was trying to avoid like takes, and then them jumping in, attacking my bishop or something. But here, yeah, they missed the threat of bishop takes, and after this we have a check. If they go back, they're getting mated. So taking was also just incorrect because you open up the rook and you go forward, check, you have to go here. It's pretty bad. But the other option here, I guess, was to play here, in which case I was calculating queen g5 here, check, and if king here, I guess we're just completely losing. So let's look and see what we had to play here. Check, and if they take, discovered check, king has to go here, get the queen involved. That's just checkmate. Okay, so I had to see the sacrifice of the knight. Maybe after some calculation, I would have saw that there's nothing here. Maybe, who knows, maybe not. Maybe this would have been a game where I completely threw. Very possible. But let's play another one. Okay, we found somebody, 2011, e4, and we have a Caro-Kann. Okay, I haven't played Devon Hennig in quite some time, but here we go. See what they got. Knight develops, f3. And everybody, yeah, is a little bit shocked whenever they see bishop c4 here. It's a weird gambit. Takes, the most common blunder is that because we can sacrifice our bishop. Now we're just completely winning. It's still tricky though. Yeah, this is like a very, very common trick. We just take. Their king is unsafe. We do need to be a little bit precise. So I could go here threatening checkmate. That is an option. And I could also just castle. This pawn is usually pretty weak. So if I go here, they can't really do that because checkmate. So let's just step up with the queen, threaten checkmate. And, oh, they block. So now this is never really an issue. I like that. But check, they're going to go here. Maybe I just castle now. Get onto this file. I like that. Get the bishop out. Have a good time. Okay, now there's huge threats. Something about this feels incorrect. And there's obviously no check, but I guess I can go here. I don't really need to do that, but I want to get my rook over. Here, if they push, I can take. If I take, they improve their knight, which is not something we want to allow. Could also go here so that if takes, we take with the bishop. That could be pretty good. Let's go ahead and do that. We just protect the pawn, bring the other rook involved, getting all our pieces into the game. Knight goes there, but that's just a blunder because there is a pin and my opponent resigns. Okay, it seems as if we're going to be playing 3 games today. So let's take a look at this because we did not play perfectly. This is a gambit and they played into just the most common mistakes. Queen up, threaten checks. It threatens checkmate in one, so if you do... Well, I guess that actually... Oh, intuitively, I didn't even realize, but that's the best move. Yeah, this is the threat of checkmate. Moving the queen is perfectly fine, too. Their idea is that they're going to block. I don't really want to trade queens. And this is mate in 2. Oh, because... What am I doing? I literally saw this. They moved the knight. Okay, that's bad. Yeah, I completely just overlooked that for some reason. And I was looking at this move, but apparently this is what they're supposed to do, and then maybe I just bring the rook. No, because they have queen here. Rook here, we need to stop it. And on this, just step back. And then they blundered their knight. But missing this mate in 2 was actually really bad. It's pretty simple. The rook is protecting this now. Like, but for some reason my brain was like, oh, they take piece, I have to take back. Let's play another one. Alright, so found a 2040. 2 wins, 2 quick wins. Like, only been recording for 13 minutes, which is kind of crazy. Ooh, we got the fantasy variation. So we're going to play e5 here. And then just take. And I need to remember my prep. I know it's knight d7. Anytime that they go here, we meet it with knight e5. This is not capturable because, well, they can right now. But now it's not. So I just develop my knight. Here we just don't take. Wait, what? Maybe I'm not supposed to develop my knight. Did I mess it up? No, e5, we just go here. Right. Yeah, we just go to the center. They can take if they want. It's not really a problem. Okay, they take the pawn. I can go here. I can also do this. Takes rook here. f6. Check. I always have this. I'm quite sure that I can just capture and play f6. So let's go ahead and do that because we want to castle this way. And now if the knight ever moves, we do have a check potential. Bishop's always able to come out as well. Knight is under attack, so they're probably going to pin me. I can't see them like moving back or anything like that. They might. But pinning feels very, very natural. Yeah, they just go back. Interesting. Very interesting. So I pin. They go here. Also, I need to get my king out of the center. But I don't want to castle this way. You can get yourself into some trouble. I do want to get my queen out, but I don't know if I want my queen right there. The queen's also able to go here. I can also develop with tempo. That might make some sense. Let's just attack the queen. Get her pieces out. They go here. I just protect, I think. Yeah, I think we just protect using this. And then I want to move my queen and long castle. Bishop's going to be very strong here. Kind of sucks that my queen can't come out now, but we should be okay. Also, there's discovered attacks. Notice on the knight now. But these two squares are held pretty good, so nothing too crazily good. They move the knight. So I can give a check. I can also give a check here. They might be wanting to get this in. It's kind of their idea, I'd say. I can tempo the queen, but then they can go here. Check, bishop here. I can also... No, I don't want to step the king up there. Okay. I don't really love this. And if I go here, it's just weakening this pawn too much, I think. I could go here also, which just gets ready to long castle, but also attacks the knight. I think that's a pretty good move. Just add an attacker. So you either have to defend or move the knight again. So we'll see. And if knight here, we can then pin, I think. Getting ready to long castle. Yeah. I would say we pin. I could also just castle. But getting my piece out into the game seems pretty logical. They're going to move the king, but at least then I can just castle or something. I can also take and trade some pieces. Takes, knight takes. Seems pretty logical. Let's just get our king safe. And I can always just play king b8. This is held by the few pieces, by the way. And if this, we're going to take with the knight, attacking this. And if they push, I'm actually going to play h5. Because it's not capturable, opening up this piece with the bishop here. So they've got to be very, very careful. Okay, they just take. So we're going to take with the pawn, of course. Taking with the queen, we lose the queen. No bueno. Nothing to think about there. We have an isolated pawn. Really kind of sucks, but it is what it is. They're threatening my pawn. I can push the pawn, which is probably the best move. I just need to be very, very careful here. But, like, what else are we going to do? We got to push our pawn. And we can even push it again if I want to get rid of the weakness. Position's pretty solid. I might just play king b8 first before doing anything else, just to make sure I never, lose to this tactic. They can go here. I'll probably play that move. Oh, really? That's an interesting move. It's a nice intermezzo. I could come back with the knight. I don't really want to come back with the knight, though. I like where my knight is. Can maybe just step the queen here. No, I don't like it there. Queen here, there's tactics. Queen here. I'm not going to be worried about this kind of stuff. Maybe knight back is the best move. Not entirely. I don't want to go backwards with my knight, but I think in this case it is the best move. There's none of this because takes. So let's drop the bishop back. Now maybe the bishop can reroute to this square. Gonna come here, we're pinning the knight to the queen, so f5 is a threat. This is annoying. Very much so. However, I think we should be fine. I can also always play bishop c7 to get rid of this. Time is similar. Kind of. They have an extra minute. So they probably have to move the queen, but where do you move the queen to? Realistically, I guess you can maybe play... No, you can't play queen here. There's a pawn protecting that. If you play this, takes, check, king here, push. That's probably going to be lights out. Check. Is there anything there? I don't see it immediately, but I feel like this might be played, so we should look at it. Check if bishop back. I think the issue is I always have f5 here. Should win the piece. Unless they play bishop here or queen here. Yeah, maybe we don't have that. As much as I'd love to play it. Although maybe we can just sack the bishop. Takes. The threat of rook h8. But... Oh, what? Oh. Oh, very nice move. I have to do this. I gotta take. Bishop takes, and then... yeah. I guess I can go here, though, right? Attacking the bishop. Okay, let's attack the bishop. Queen's still under attack. I mean, you can go for this. That was a nice move by my opponent, to be honest. But what do you do from here? Because if you go back, you're losing this. I think their best option is actually to sack the queen for the knight and the rook. And then just play that position. And we have more time now. They spent their time calculating that. They don't have any checks. So yeah, I think we're going to see this. Takes. And then I don't think I actually want to take here. This is actually going to be an interesting little time scramble. They're down to 2 minutes. I have 3. Ooh. Oh, they just resign? Oh, okay. I wish they would have actually played. Okay, let's take a look at this game. Very interesting game. Okay, we're actually playing pretty good today. Not gonna lie. I didn't think that was the most clean game, but we played with a 91. And the opponent played with an 84. And we were pretty much winning out of the opening. Like, this is all book. This is my prep. We should immediately try to pin. But I didn't really see... Like, can they... No, they can't go here. They're... I don't know. What if they just play something like this? Ah, then you can take. Okay, but what if they just pin us? Knight back? What? Then this hangs. So you're threatening to move the knight with an attack. Okay, I see. Okay, takes. And once again, it really wanted me to pin. With the idea of moving the knight, opening up an attacker. Okay, I understand. Okay, we go with like this. And here, I didn't want to take. Like, it says it's the best move. I felt like I was just kind of helping my opponent. Although, I guess now we're getting ready to castle. There. Then we pin, get out of the way. Long castles, best move. Takes, push. And we found the right move here. For anybody wondering, this was the tactic I was talking about. We're losing. I guess then you can take here, but we're not. Actually, wait, we're not losing there? Takes. I see. Okay. And there's mate on the back rank. Okay. Missed that. Brought the rook. This was very nice, actually, by my opponent. I did not see it at all. And it only works because we have queen b4 at the end. Yeah, takes. If we did not have this attacking move on the bishop, we'd be cooked. Because if you take here, they just take the queen. They're winning. It's still relatively equal, but you're definitely worse. This is what I thought that they should go for. I'm not entirely sure why they wouldn't try to play this position. It's somewhat equal. We have the bishop pair and a queen for 2 rooks. This is totally like... Black can definitely lose this at this level. For sure. Like, this is 110% what I think they should have went for. But instead... This is also the top computer move, by the way. Just giving this up. But I feel like... Why not play this? At least try. But we'll take it. Although, I need practice in positions where, like, I'm winning like this. Like, this is the kind of game that I would actually throw. And I'll continue to throw it because people just resign. I need the practice. So, that sucks. Don't resign. But, yeah, if you enjoyed the video, 3 games today. It's a lot. And all 3 were wins, which is amazing. It's a nice change for once. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you tomorrow.